Hey everyone, it's Pam from Diycrafts by Pam, and I'm back with another tutorial for the Kat Scrappiness YouTube channel. Today, we're going to be focusing on creating this gift card holder that's sure to lift anyone's spirit. With Halloween around the corner, I found it very appropriate to go ahead and create this sweet gift card holder that features this coffee die set from Kat Scrappiness that has the sentiment lift your spirits. And then we can lift spirits in more than one way. We can lift spirits for happiness and we can lift spirits, in the Halloween way, I guess. This Halloween card also features this cute, spooky cute pink pattern paper from Kat Scrappiness. It features lots of jack-o'-lanterns, spider webs, candy corn, ghosts, and lots of pink and orange and black, perfect for the Halloween holiday. So let's go ahead and take a closer look at the other supplies we'll be using today. First up is this awesome looking spider web background die. This Cup of Joe gift card tag die. It is made to be a tag, but you can cut that off, which we're going to do so that it's not a tag. I also threw this in here because it was accidentally in my pile, but you could easily swap out the spiderweb die with this mummy wrappings background die if you don't have the spiderweb one. And this is the Lift Your Spirits word die with its shadow. I've already cut out my pieces here today, so all we have to do is put them together. So first I cut out my Lift Your Spirits sentiment from orange cardstock and the shadow from black cardstock. Next, I did the spider web die from black cardstock. Then I did the Cup of Joe gift card tag die, and I did the top part of the cup and the middle part of the sleeve for the cup in pink, and then I did the actual gift card holder in black. And then I also did the gift card holder part in this patterned paper. I only did part of it because I only need the front. Then I trimmed down this sheet of patterned paper to 4¼ inches by 5½ inches. Our card base today is a top folding card base, which measures 11 inches by 4¼ inches, and it's scored at 5½ inches on the 11-inch side. So I went ahead and folded that and used my bone folder to go ahead and smooth out that score line. And then I'm taking that pattern paper that I had cut down and I'm adhering it to the card base using some tape runner adhesive. And you'll see here I have a little bit of space on the side and the bottom that needs to be trimmed off. I went ahead and did it for the side, but I didn't do it for the bottom just because it might just be off just a tiny bit. And I'm just going to use this spider web die to go ahead and cover that up. But there is just a teeny sliver there, so I did cut that off. And once I put my spider web die onto that, you're not going to see that white anymore. So for my spider web die, I used a metal shim to really make sure that the die cut out from the cardstock really well. And because I did that, I was able to just really pop these out pretty easily. There was just a few in the middle that I had to use this little pointy tool to just poke out the rest of the little pieces. Now I can go ahead and adhere my spiderweb die cut to the pattern paper, and I'm just going to use some liquid glue adhesive for this. I didn't do every single line, but I did do the main lines and the outlines for the spider web, and that was enough to get it to stick. Plus we're going to be putting the coffee cup on top of that, so that's going to give us more adhesive to help that stick as well. So I just went ahead and lined it up and then stuck that down. And then you can see this is going to be our background for our coffee cup. Next, we can go ahead and put the coffee cup gift card part together. So I have the gift card part, the main base of the coffee cup, and I'm going to go ahead and bend it where that score line is. And I'm going to use this bone folder to smooth out that line. I'm also going to use it to smooth out some of the other lines on the paper just because it was the back of the die cut. So I just need to smooth those out. And then we can go ahead and take that other piece that we cut from just the front of the coffee cup, and you'll see the score line on here. So we're going to use a paper trimmer to cut off that excess. And then we can go ahead and use some tape runner adhesive to adhere that to the front of our coffee cup. I really like this paper. I'm more of a non-traditional person when it comes to colors and holidays, so I really love this orange and pink and black combo for Halloween. So I was really happy when I saw Kat Scrappiness came out with this paper pad. So I just had to use it right away. All right, so now we can go ahead and cut off that excess from the top that makes it a gift tag. And now it just looks like a standard coffee cup. And then we're going to take those top pieces of the coffee cup that I die cut from pink cardstock and use some tape runner adhesive as well as a little bit of liquid glue adhesive just for those ends where I couldn't get the tape runner adhesive, just to make sure that we stick that on really well. And I found it easiest to open this all the way up to go ahead and stick that down. Now I can go ahead and take that other little piece of the top of the coffee cup and adhere that using some liquid glue just to give me some wiggle room to line that up with the other part of the top. And this is just going to give it some extra dimension. It's not necessary to put this on, but I thought with that extra like bump right there, it makes it look a little bit more realistic like a real coffee cup. So I wanted to add that to my card. So that's pretty much it for the coffee cup part. Now we have this little part which is the sleeve for the coffee cup, and there is a stitched side, but we're going to turn this over to the back side and we're going to give it some texture. So we're going to give it that corrugated texture, and we're going to use a scoreboard and a stylus to go ahead and just do every eighth of an inch, and that's going to give us that awesome texture that you see typically on those coffee cups. Now I could have bought some corrugated paper, but I wanted it to be pink, so I went ahead and I made it myself. And by flipping it over to the back, you're going to have that texture, the bumps on the front of the card like it normally is for corrugated paper. So now we can go ahead and adhere that to our coffee cup to finish it off. And I'm just using some tape runner adhesive. You could easily use liquid glue adhesive as well, just because there is a bit of texture there, but I did find it okay to use my tape runner adhesive for this instance. Now we can go ahead and we can take our sentiment and adhere it to our shadow die cut. And I'm just using some liquid glue adhesive with a fine tip needle to go ahead and apply glue to my sentiment. And make sure when you die cut your sentiment, don't forget the tittles of the eyes so that you can add those on. And now that our sentiment's complete, we're just going to adhere it using some foam squares to that coffee sleeve part of our gift card holder. And then lastly, we can go ahead and adhere this to our card base. So those two notches there, you want to make sure that when you're applying the foam tape to the back of the gift card holder that you avoid putting tape on those spots, because you want to be able to put your gift card inside those notches without it being adhered down. So this is pretty much it for our card today. So take a look and let me know what you think. and who you might give this gift card to, as well as maybe what type of gift card. I could see this going a couple ways. You could do a coffee gift card, you could do a spirits gift card, anything like that. So I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!